Hello everyone, my name is Kainoa Fonseca and I am with CTTV. Now May students are going out of town for their upcoming breaks, and one of the most popular destinations of all time is going to be Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. Now I've gone to Disney many times and I always end up seeing families spend thousands upon thousands of dollars only to end up wasting their time waiting in lines all day. So if you are going to Disney World soon and you don't want to end up waiting in line all day, here are my top 3 tips to beat the lines at Disney World. Tip number 1 is fast passes. Many people believe that fast passes are not free and are a paid perk, when in fact at Disney World, fast passes are completely free for all guests going to the park. Now, if you don't know what fast passes are, they are a way to hold your spot in line for a certain time of day. So you can get a fast pass for Test Track at 3 o'clock, and then on that day, go to Test Track at 3 o'clock and just skip the entire line. Now, fast passes can be scheduled 60 days in advance if you are staying on Disney property. If you are not staying on Disney property, they can be scheduled 30 days in advance. Now, you are able to get fast passes for almost every single ride, show, and even the character meet and greets. I definitely recommend scheduling your fast passes as soon as possible because they are known to run out for the most popular rides. You get 3 fast passes per day that you are in the park per person. Definitely worth getting these fast passes because they will decrease the wait times astronomically. Alright guys, my tip number 2 would be get there very early or stay until close. Now let's say that you weren't able to get a fast pass for a ride that you really wanted to ride at the parks and you don't want to wait hours. Now every park has that one ride that is super busy and has a line longer than time itself. In Epcot, it's Test Track. In Hollywood Studios, it's Slinky Dog Dash. In Magic Kingdom, it's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. And the busiest ride of all is going to be Flight of Passage in Animal Kingdom. And rightfully so. It's an amazing ride. The lines for these rides can easily reach up to 2 hours. And for Flight of Passage, it isn't unknown for it to reach up to 5 hours. So if you really want to ride these rides and you don't have any fast passes scheduled, arrive at the gate an hour before the park opens. If you arrive at the gate this early, you will be among the first to enter the park with little to no wait ahead of you once you enter. They also let people into the park a little bit early for these popular rides because of the increasing wait times for them. Now your other option would be to get in line right before the park closes. Now as long as you are in line before park closing time, you will be able to ride that ride, regardless of the wait time. So let's say you get in line at 7:59 and the park closes at 8, they will not kick you out of line at 8 o'clock. You will be able to wait out the line even if it goes into after 8 o'clock. The line will also move twice as fast after the park closes due to the fact that there aren't any fast pass guests at that time. And also the wait time at the end of the night is exaggerated by Disney. This is to discourage guests from getting in line at those times. On my most recent trip, I got in line for Slinky Dog Dash at 7:59, 1 minute before the park closed, and I was on and off the ride by 8:30, just in time for the fireworks. Alright guys, my last tip is going to be the after hours events. So if you are just in it for the rides and you want to ride them as many times as possible, well then the after hours events are for you. Instead of paying for a full day at the park, you can pay the exact same price and have over 3 hours of the park with little to no wait times and 0 crowds. The after hours events allow you to stay in the park 3 hours after the park closes. These are also a very limited ticket event, so not that many people will be able to get them, so if you have a trip coming up, I definitely recommend buying these tickets in advance. On my most recent trip, there were times at Animal Kingdom where I didn't see a single person around me. What would usually be a very busy spot during the day had no people around during the after hours event. As you can see behind me, there's just no one here. I cannot see a single person. And it's actually kind of scary. The best part about this is that the wait times for the rides during after hours are little to none. I was able to get on Flight of Passage with no wait at all, which is actually unheard of in the Disney parks, but just because it's such a popular ride. I was even able to ride Dinosaur by myself, and Expedition Everest I rode 7 times in a row with no wait. So these after hours events are definitely worth it. Alright, those were my top 3 tips to beat the lines at Walt Disney World. If you try them out, let me know what you think and how those worked out for you. This is Kainoa Fonseca with CTTV signing off.
Yeah!